Doing a nice GTA stream today, grinding, helping a bunch of people out. Okay, let me put that thumbnail in. We'll be all set for today's stream. Okay. Here we go. Thumbnail's in. Okay, there we go. I'll set on that. Okay. Hello, how's everyone doing? Okay. Let me help some people out. If people could help me source 4 crates for my hangar first, and then I could just help anyone out who needs help selling. Well, that was a loud noise in the background there. Okay. How's everyone doing today? Does everyone have a good weekend? Okay. Okay. Not next week. I'm gonna reach a billion probably. I'm gonna reach a billion probably sometime next month. Of course, this tends to happen. That's why I ask people not to add people that they don't know. Okay. Okay, let me get into my terabyte then. When's the Halloween coming out? Possibly Thursday, because Thursday is Halloween too, and Thursday are the event weeks on GTA. Okay. How are you making this money? Helping people out, helping people sell, and then selling my businesses at the end? Okay. Can someone vote to kick the guy out of the lobby? The toxic guy, because he's just going to keep killing people. I don't know why people do this. I'm just here to help people out. Are you enjoying Modern Warfare so far? Yeah, I enjoyed the campaign. Okay, put a vote on to kick him. Okay, let's see here. Alright, I need to invite a few people to my... Okay, I'll invite first 4 people here, and first 4 people that help me with those hangar crates are the people that I'll give for top priority for helping to sell. Will you do a review on Modern Warfare? I don't know if I'll do a review, but I'm gonna be doing finishing the campaign on that. Okay, here we go. Okay. I just used this screen, didn't I? Okay, there it is. Okay. Oh, to the intercept point, okay. I guess I gotta get a jet then. I'll get a jet pretty quickly for that. Gotta call Morris Mutual. Hello, how was your day? It was good.
MMI, we expect the unexpected.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, just vote him out of the lobby, the toxic guy, because he's just going to grief people, and just easy way out. The unfortunate thing about the game is that people actually think they're good at the game when they do stuff like that. That's totally the worst part about it, is that they actually think they're good. If I have time, RG, I might review it. Hey Patrick, how are you? I'm good. How are you, man? What other games do you play? Well, the new Modern Warfare game. I play Skyrim, Mountain Blade Warband, Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six Siege. Okay. Let's go get that let's go and get that crate. Hello Pearl, how are you? I'm good. How are you, man? Okay, open up the stream on my phone too. There we go. Okay. Hello, Philip. Okay. I've had a good day. How about you? Hello, Steffa. Oh, you watched the new GTA video. Did you enjoy it? Did you check out my Modern Warfare videos also? No, I haven't played that game, Daniel. My money is all legit. Okay. Yes, I was on JK's stream a few days ago. Okay. I already voted to kick him out, Paul. Might want to let the planes get over land. Probably better. Nothing in there. Okay. Let's get the next one then. No, I never played Bully. No, I never bought a shark card. What's your opinion about the double money? It's okay. It's not the greatest one, but, you know, double money and contact missions is still pretty good. I'm not much of a heist guy. Prefer to be double money on businesses. And that plane's still not down after all that. Okay, got one. Pro, do you think GTA 5 should be crossplay? I wouldn't mind crossplay with Xbox, but I wouldn't want it with PC because there's just too many modders on PC. My favorite sell mission, probably the single pounder truck for the MC business. Oh, what the? Come on. I know Red Dead Redemption 2 is 1 year old, and I think, like, what, December 1st or November 28th? Is that the day when it's gonna be, when the online is gonna be 1 year old? Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing, man? What about Call of Duty Young? End of November, yeah. Figured. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get this crate here. Where is it? Might want to let me get it. I'm in a Molotov. I can just take it away really quickly. No, Squawk, you should have just let me take it. I would have been able to get it with the Molotov and just get it out of there. Okay, whatever then. I'm gonna get this crate then. Oh. Twitch, can you drop that crate there and I'll just pick it up with the Molotov and take it back to the hangar? When are we gonna see you doing some more Red Dead Online? I have plans for more Red Dead Online videos, don't worry. I have a beginner's guide and I'm gonna be considering making a Red Dead Online also. It's gonna help out a lot. Okay. Take this back, take this back to the hangar. Did everyone vote that toxic guy out of the lobby? I want to vote to kick. Next Thursday, what for survival? Okay, there we go. Dropped. Okay, delivered. In there, we got it. Well, thank you, TJ. Yeah, we're almost there, almost to 1 billion. Thank you, everyone, for helping me sell that there. I mean, deliver that, I should say.
The cargo's...
The yellow guy. He's griefing. I know it's always the same ending in Mafia 2, but what do you think Vito could have done to get a happier ending? What could he have done to get a happier ending? Never have done the drug deal. If he never did the drug deal, none of that bad stuff would have happened at the end of the game. He should have just gone with his gut and not done it. Okay. Okay, who needs help selling? Anybody here need help selling? Why don't you do casino no more? I still do casino. I'm actually working on a casino video right now. Well, thank you, Ashton. I'm gonna be testing the, probably tomorrow, Ivo. Hi, Taka. Hey, Taka, if you could send me a message on PSN also, because I wanted to ask you something. Yeah, well, Frank Vinci was right on it. Frank Vinci was right about the drugs. They're dirty business, and it was Vito shouldn't have gotten involved in that. It'll be tomorrow. I made a post about it, Squawk. Okay, I guess we're helping to sell this business here. No, I don't think GTA 5 is dying. Have I played the Modern Warfare multiplayer yet? I played it, yes. Maybe I'll do a Red Dead walkthrough later in this year. Well, thank you for watching my videos, Matthew. Oh, they're tomorrow. I made a post for the channel members about it. When do you think you'll get to 1 billion? November? Will you do a Modern Warfare campaign walkthrough? I already am. I've uploaded part 1 and part 2. Well, the orbital cannon glitch where people have been able to spam it automatically, that has been apparently patched, but the regular glitch where people can still leave, that hasn't been patched. Okay, I'll see you, Eric. How many hours do you have on GTA? I have like 400 something days played. Yes, I've been to Gilly streams before. Okay, Squawk. Well, of course. I want to get in those vehicles and just go, guys. This guy's just... Am I gonna continue Mafia 2? Well, you mean the DLCs, maybe? Yeah, I have to see. I'm focused on completing Modern Warfare right now. Where did he go? Okay. Oh, they can try to prevent me all they want, but, you know, I'm gonna hit that 1 billion. I don't even know what their problem is. All I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to help people grind. That's all I'm literally trying to do. What are you gonna do when you hit 1 billion? I don't know. I'll figure it out when I hit 1 billion then. It's gonna be sometime in November, but by the time I hit $1 billion, the next update on GTA is probably gonna be coming out. Oh. Oh, from JK Gamers? I'll tell him I said hello also. Well, the next level will be up tomorrow, next part of Modern Warfare. I might just upload it into a movie. I might just do that. Might just do it where I just upload like the whole Modern Warfare campaign in one video, maybe like a 4-hour video. I was considering doing that. I'll try to, Butchie. Did you move house? No. Yes, I'll try my best to add you a skill, but I mean, it's up to you. Don't feel don't feel like you have to don't feel like you have to support me through donations. I mean, it's just if you want to, I appreciate any support I get. I mean, what I don't like about a lot of other YouTubers is when they ask for donations. I think that's really rude. I don't think people should ever do that. The option to donate to me is always there, but I don't ask people to do that. It's if you want to do it, it's there as an option. I appreciate any support you give me, but don't ever feel like you have to. You don't have to. Any support, I appreciate. Oh, thank you from what? Wielki, are you Polish? Because that sounds like a Polish word there. Thank you for the super chat. JK Gamer said hi. Oh, and thank you also from JK Gamer. Set my stream to support. Thanks for joining me the other night, Pro. You're awesome. No problem, JK Gamers. Thanks, man. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Oh, it's glitched, Brandon? Okay. I might find a new lobby after this then. Yes, I played Modern Warfare. Can people please put a vote to kick on the ex-toxic guy? Because not everyone has put a vote to kick on him. Because he's still in the lobby. He's still griefing people. Yeah, I heard people can't get in. Well, thank you for telling me, guys.
If it isn't my creepy silent friend, how can I help? I can do it briefly.
No problem. Glad I can help you. You good with math? No, I'm not good at math. Whenever I do those big sales, it looks like I'm good at math, but I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not good at math. I'm just do those calculations there. Math was never my strong subject. I was never strong in math. And it's not that I was slacking or anything in school. I passed all my classes in school, you know, I got really good grades, I got A's and everything, but math, I always got like a C in math. Because I tried, but I just wasn't good at it. My strong subject was history. That's what I was good at, was history. Okay. Oh, and thank you for the super chat, Godzilla. What do you think they will do in the December update? I have no idea. We'll have to wait and see. When you guys deliver it, go and pick up my Dune FAV, because I can't take it. Because he's trying to orbital me. Oh, 3 p.m. I made a post about it I sent it to my Patreon supporters, and I made an exclusive post about it on the for channel members to see. Big fan, quick question. Would you like to see the cargo plane introduced in online? If so, at what price seems fair? Also, have you donated to Team Trees? I don't know really what that Team Trees thing is about. I don't follow it. I just know it's from Mr. Beast's channel, but I don't watch Mr. Beast, so I don't really know much about it. And the other part of your question, would I like to see the cargo plane added? Yes, I would. That's actually one of the requested vehicles that I've wanted. And if they add the cargo plane, I hope it has some kind of special feature that you can actually store vehicles in the back and you can actually hook them up, that they won't just be like flying back and forth, that you can actually transport vehicles in the back. Because like imagine that like you could have like that giant cargo plane. That's more than enough room for 3 post-op vans. You could put 3 post-op vans in that, just fly that to the city. That would make the mission so much easier. So I would like to see that. We're the best land vehicles to buy. You mean air? I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what exactly accounts as a land vehicle at this point, because there's just so many vehicles that are both land and air. Can everybody new who just got into the lobby, can you just please put a vote to kick on the toxic guy? Because he's just sitting in that facility, just trying to orbital cannon me. Already put a vote to kick on him. Yellow CEO. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Are you gonna do anything special for 500,000 subs? Well, if I get up to 500,000 subs. With 500,000 subs, that's still probably a long time away. I'll probably figure something out to do then. I don't know, Butchie. If Toxic isn't kicked, I'll probably consider joining a new lobby. Okay, did people put a vote on him? Oh, thank you for Thank you for sponsoring the channel, Mr. Ner. Thank you. Thank you for sponsoring the channel. I will have an exclusive stream tomorrow. Make sure you check the posts. The exclusive post is. I'll have a stream stream for channel members tomorrow. Okay, he left. Okay.
And
What nation is the enemy in modern warfare? Well, it's not really a country. There's a terrorist group, and then there's General Barkov's army. Okay. Okay, okay, can you invite to the business? I'll help you sell your next business here. Okay, bunker. Here we go. Hi, bro. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Can you shout out my brother Mike birthday? Well, thank you GTA God for the super chat. Yeah, so happy birthday to your brother Mike. Well, thank you for the super chat. Okay, hopefully we connected to business any moment here. There we are, okay. When did I start playing GTA? 2003? Physics? No, I didn't really ever take that in school. What are you gonna do when you hit 1 billion? I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out then. Okay, Paul. How to use PS4 on PC? What do you mean? I'm confused by that question. Got a 5-mile drive, but once we get there, it's easy. They're all in an easy pattern to hit. Maybe on Wednesday I'll do that, Matt. Okay, let's get on over to this location. Are they adding the snow? They always do that every year. It comes out like the week leading up to Christmas, I believe, and then it also shows up the new year. I don't know, I guess I'll wait a little bit, Squawk, because there's still a few people I want to help in this lobby. If the lobby doesn't unglitch itself, I might just go and find a new one. How did you come up with that outfit? I just wanted to make my own unique outfit, and I thought I would get like a brown suit. It's from the Valentine's Day Massacre. You know, yellow t-shirt, red tie, and, you know, hockey mask. I was trying to make something unique. There'll probably be stuff for Halloween. They're doing it on Red Dead. I don't see why they wouldn't do it on GTA. Gonna try to take a shortcut here. Why are you streaming in general? Because I like to help people out, and, you know, people like my grinding streams. Okay, cut through here and let's get this drop first. Okay, this terrain isn't that great here. Ah, come on. Love your videos, thank you. Well, thank you for subscribing, streamer. Thank you, man. Oh. Okay. Sometimes this mission can be pretty easy, sometimes it can be a little bit more challenging. The drops are always next to each other, but depends on how far the drops are from your bunker. How do you manage to do this? What do you mean? Can you explain a little more? Do you like Rocket League? I know the game, I haven't ever played it. I'm familiar with it though. You might get this question a lot, but why 963 million? That's just the goal I have for today. Each time I stream, I have like a goal, and that's this goal for today, for today's stream. Well, thank you, Eric. Keep up the great work, man. You deserve so many more subscribers. I used to dupe cars, but you inspired me to become a grinder. Love your streams and videos. There's no clickbait. Thank you, man. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for that. Means a lot to me. Thanks, man. Do you sell your businesses at the end? Yes, I always sell my business at the end. Well, I'll probably give Watch Dogs Legion a try. I didn't play Watch Dogs 2. I played a lot of Watch Dogs 1. I don't understand why so many people didn't like Aiden Pierce in Watch Dogs 1. He was actually one of my favorite video game characters. I like playing as him in Watch Dogs 1 a lot.
And then...
Okay. Let me help a few more people here. A lot of people hate Aiden because he had no personality. What do you mean? Aiden was a realist. He did have a personality. You know, every character has a personality, even the characters that you think don't. Okay. But no, Aiden, yeah, he was a he was a realist, and I mean, like, people hated him because they said that he wasn't happy, that and like things like that. But like, I don't know why you would want him to be happy or like this. I mean, he is a good guy in a way, but it's. I mean, his niece suffered a very violent death right at his hands, and he blamed himself for it. So somebody like that isn't really going to have a happy personality. You know, the same thing happened with Deacon St. John in Days Gone. People were hating on him, saying that he had no personality, but, you know, it's the apocalypse. He's, you know, like, you're really going to have a happy character during that type of time. Well, somebody's invisible character is right here, too. Okay. Flyers, make sure you never sell. I don't know if you sold the business before everybody was in here, but make sure you never do that, where you sell the business before everybody's connected. Because if you sell the business when somebody's not connected, they could glitch out and be stuck in a black screen forever. Look, it's nobody here, and the box is moving. Oh. I like Deacon. Yeah, I thought he was a good character. I guess I'm gonna exit the business. But I mean, Deacon, he suffered a traumatic event at the start of the game. Pretty traumatic event. You know, Deacon does what he can for him and his friend to survive. Okay. Oh, thank you. There was earlier super chats. I didn't see them. I'm sorry that I didn't see them. Thank you from Bowser Jr. Thank you, man, and thank you from Fernando. Fernando, hey professional, you ever log on to games and find one of your businesses shut down? Usually some meth lab. Keep up the good work. And thank you for the second super chat also. I haven't ever had that happen to me where I logged in the game and I found my my business where I found my business was shut down. No, it didn't happen to me, Fernando. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, thank you. Okay, got a 2-mile drive here. I like your videos. Thank you. Well, I'm going to stay in here right now, Brandon, because it looks like the lobby's fixed. People are getting in here. And I think that griefer got kicked out, so he can't rejoin the lobby, because when you get kicked, you can't join back the same lobby. Did I like Boozer in Days Gone? Yeah, he was a good character. Have you know about Wei Shen from Sleeping Dogs? Yes. Yes, I played Sleeping Dogs when it first came out. The first day it came out on PS3, I bought it. I think I have a Platinum trophy in it too. I have it on PS4, but I never completed it on PS4. I completed it on PS3 and I beat it then. There we go, delivered. Great stream, thank you, man. I want to call in my thruster. I want my jetpack. Do you like Arthur Morgan? Yeah, he was a great character.
I can bring him around. I'll bring it to you.
My favorite character in the game would have to be probably Nico Bellic from GTA 4. Do you like the thruster? Yes. I don't really have a favorite game. I never completed Mafia 3. I just didn't get into it like Mafia 2. Did I ever play The Last of Us? I did. I did play The Last of Us. Why do you prefer the thruster and not the oppressor Mark II? Because I don't really have a need to kill people, and this thing it's easier to land it than the oppressor Mark II. I don't think it's Lester is that annoying. LJT is the worst, but people have told me that, you know, LJT is Lester, but, you know, that personality of Lester then is really annoying.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Okay, let's sell this here.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
Do you think that Modern Warfare has very realistic graphics? It has very good graphics. Well, but do you remember, did you buy Dead Island on the first day that it came out? Because the first day that Dead Island came out, it was like, oh man, the glitches were just so bad in it. People actually were making fun of Dead Island when it first came out, and they called it Glitch Island because of just how many glitches it had. They eventually fixed most of it, at least, and the game was back on track. But when that thing first launched, oh man, there's so many glitches. Yeah, that is true. People barely use cars. They barely use cars anymore. People are just always flying with the Oppressor Mark II, and it's... Did I get in a lot of fights in school? No. I didn't really get into fights. I got attacked once, but I'd never gotten to, I'd never been in an actual fight. You got 15 gold bars in Red Dead Redemption 2. What was that question? What should I get, Bounty Trader or Collector? I'd get the Bounty Hunter because it's the easiest, it's the most simple one to do. Or maybe actually do the Collector and use Jean's map, the map that I have in the in my Ultimate Money Guide. That'll help you out. And then collect those. It'll be pretty easy. But make sure you get the shovel right away. Yeah, it was when I was in middle school, when I was in 7th grade. I got attacked by this other kid. It wasn't really much of a fight because he literally he came up behind me and cheap shotted me. So he hit me from behind. That was what happened, and he knocked me to the ground. And then what was it? The lunch aide. She saw what happened, and then that kid ended up getting suspended. But and the reason that kid attacked me was because that kid was just mocking me, like, just constantly, and then I said something back to him, and when I said back to him, everybody was laughing in the class, and he felt like an idiot, and then he wanted to get back at me and just hit me from behind. This was in 7th grade, and then the thing is, years later, he actually apologized to me. He apologized to me years later. But what actually happened was, then I was talking to him like a few years ago about it, and he didn't remember it. Like, I don't know how you can forget something like that, but he's like I don't remember that. But I'm like, how do you not remember that? But it was, yeah. Okay, are we going to next business? Flyers in a black screen. Okay. Okay, Flyers, there's nothing really you can do. If you're stuck in that black screen, then there's nothing you can do then, man. I would just close your game and try to rejoin. Maybe you'll get back in here. Does anyone else need help selling? Yeah, I guess, Taka. But do you know what the main difference, Taka, between Strauss and Micah is? I was actually considering making a video about that one day, talking about the characters' personalities, but you know what the main difference between Micah and Strauss is? Both Micah and Strauss share similarities, that both of them are ruthless, and they're both cruel. Both Micah and Strauss are cruel, but there's one major difference between Strauss and Micah. Do you know what that is, Taka? Does anybody know what that major difference is between Strauss and Micah? What do you think it is? Okay, I'm just waiting for the I'm waiting for the invite to the business here. No, it's not. It's not. It's a personality. Not. It has nothing to do with age. It's a personality thing. It's... Exactly. Zero. You have it. You have the answer right there. You have the answer right there. The thing about Strauss is cruel. He is cruel. There's no doubt about that. And Micah is cruel as well. But the difference between Micah and Strauss is that Strauss was loyal. That was the difference between Micah and Strauss. Micah was all for himself. And while you could argue that Strauss was cruel, Strauss, he did those cruel things, but in his eyes, the way that he was seeing it, he was helping the gang. That's the way that he was seeing it. He was helping to feed the children in the camp, and he was helping to provide for the camp. That's the way that Strauss said, because if you talk to Strauss in the campaign, he says that his debts are helping to provide the camp. That's what he, so... In Strauss's mind, what he's doing is wrong, and what he's doing is cruel. But the way that he sees it is he sees himself as doing the right thing, and he's loyal to the gang. That's the difference between Micah and Strauss. And look, I don't really want to talk much more about spoilers, but if when you're near the end of the game in the epilogue, Charles, he'll talk to John, and he'll actually say about Strauss that about what happened with Strauss. And if you listen to what Charles says, that actually proves that Strauss was loyal to the gang. But the thing is, though, even though Strauss was cruel, Dutch could have at any point, Dutch could have just told him to stop. If Dutch told Strauss to stop with those debts, Strauss would have stopped. He would have, because Strauss was loyal to Dutch. But the thing is, though, Dutch is a major hypocrite, because Dutch knew what Strauss was doing. He knew what those debts were doing to people, and that shows just the hypocrisy of Dutch, because Dutch talks about how he's helping the poor, he's stealing from the rich, but yet Strauss's debts are just destroying people. They're absolutely destroying people. They're hurting and destroying people. And Dutch knew about that, but he didn't care, because he saw the money that it was bringing in, and he didn't care if it was immoral or not. That shows what kind of character Dutch has. I'm talking about the story in Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, I got a super chat from Dixie. Hi, Pro. Been watching your historical streams where you did CEO jobs to compensate for sale glitches, loss of money with your crew members. True, gent, this is what GTA is really about. Did compensate for sale glitch loss. I didn't ever do glitches. I would always help people out and help sell. Right? Or you did CEO jobs to compensate for. Oh, I get you. I was reading your thing a little too fast. I get you now. Yeah. Whenever somebody would lose their cargo because of a stupid glitch like the Titan, we would always do the CEO jobs, and then everybody in the CEO would just give them their full cut, and that would make up the difference for it. Oh, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going right now. Okay. Hi, I'm new to this channel. I hope that you enjoy it, Nathaniel. Yes, I'm gonna hit 1 billion. Okay, all the helicopters have been taken then, I guess. Okay. Love your channel. Thank you, Jared. The lobby's glitched again. Hopefully we get some easy missions like bags or something. What is my favorite historical time period? Probably the French Revolution. I'm interested by that history. Okay. Let's cover these helicopters here. Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed Unity was set in that time. But there's also another game that's set during the French Revolution. It's called We the Revolution. It's a pretty interesting game. In the new Modern Warfare, my favorite character, is... I don't know. I don't think I really have a favorite character in that. Maybe possibly Captain Price. Okay, Brandon, I'll see. I'll see about if maybe I'll join your lobby, but I'll see if who am I helping right now? Whose CEO am I in? I'll see if he needs help selling any other businesses. So we're selling right now. Red Dead Redemption 2 is great. You should give it a try. I have Red Dead Redemption 2. I play it a lot. Okay. 2 more drops. You coming with that helicopter? Are you in free aim? Yes, I play in free aim lobbies. What's going on with the helicopter? Why is it not moving? Oh, it's glitched? Then fly to your next business and just jump out. Just fly to your next business and jump out. It's 2 drops, you'll still make the money back then. The bonus will make up the difference. Well, yeah, you're right on that, Taka, but that's the thing is most people, they didn't know about that. Like, in Arthur's shoes, you didn't think that was going to happen. I think the thruster is one of the most useful vehicles in the game. Hello, Lucas. Okay. Do you have any other businesses to sell? What is going on over there? Is that an accident? Okay. Okay, he has 3 businesses left to sell. Hopefully get some easy missions. Hopefully get at least 1 bag mission. Hi Pro, love your Modern Warfare walkthroughs. Thank you, Captain Price. I might upload it in I might upload the campaign in like a movie. I might do that, or might put like all the whole campaign in like one video, like a 4-hour video. It might be more simpler than doing the parts. Okay. What is better, chaff or flares? Well, flares would probably chaff would probably be better for a vehicle that's pretty slow. Because what chaff basically does is it makes it so that you can't lock on for a few seconds to that vehicle. Okay. Go to the gym. I should go to the gym. I should start hitting the gym more. What do you think about of Agent 14? He's implicated all the he's implicated all the heists. Well, I mean, he's helpful in some of the heists, but you know, he lies to you about the whole Prison Break heist because he says that he's not funding it when he actually is. Because Rashkovsky says in the thing that I hope they pay you well for this. Did I play Oblivion or Skyrim? Played both of them. I also played Morrowind. Let's get this here. 1 mile. Okay, this is actually really close. Okay, let's get it there then. Have I seen Joker? Yes, I've seen Joker. Okay, a little bit of a slide there, but delivered. Got it. Okay. Look, I'm doing something most people don't do in this game, drive a car. Yes, I already beat the campaign in Modern Warfare. Okay, half of them have been delivered. Yes, I know Captain Price. And that guy that they had on the picture on the phone, not putting any spoilers, but I think we both know who that guy was. The guy on the phone. I'm pretty confident I know who that was. Okay, waiting for the last, oh, okay, last two bikes to be delivered. Okay, invite to the next business. Oh, somebody fell off the oppressor Mark II.
Okay.
Are you getting max bonuses in here, by the way? I'm curious about that. Because I know there's people stuck in the clouds trying to join the session. You know, I was considering seeing that movie midway, but I don't know, because what I'm worried is that they might turn it into another Pearl Harbor movie, because what happens is it seemed like they were just that trailer of Midway when I saw it. It seemed like they were just focusing on putting as many explosions as possible in the trailer and as much romance as possible also. And that's what I really didn't like the Pearl Harbor movie because of that. The best parts of the Pearl Harbor movie were when you saw the Japanese getting ready to attack Pearl Harbor and also the actual attack itself. That was the only parts of the movie I liked. The Japanese preparing to attack and the attack itself. Everything else in the Pearl Harbor movie I didn't like because it was just... It's the title of the movie is Pearl Harbor, so you think that the movie is going to be about the attack on Pearl Harbor, but like most of the movie is about just a romance. That's just pretty much all it is. It's just there's two pilots arguing over one girl, and I didn't like that. I felt like they got away from the story about the Pearl Harbor attack, and it looks like they're doing the same thing with the Midway. Like they're not going to really focus on the Battle of Midway. They're just going to focus on romance. It's just I just really don't like it when they shove like romances into like these movies that are supposed to be based on like historical events. It's like why can't you just make a movie just focusing on the historical event? Well, you would have to have me edit or have somebody else in here edit. You know, that TV show Chernobyl, I was actually really scared that they were going to do the same thing that they did with Pearl Harbor, where they were going to put some romance in there, but, you know, even though there was a little bit of that, it was based on a real story. It was based on a true story of the husband that was the firefighter that died, and then the wife that got sick from it later on, too. But, you know, everybody that wants to do historical movies and historical TV shows, they should learn from Chernobyl. They should learn from that one. That's how you do a historical, like, TV show movie. Thank you for the super chat, Reyes. What's up? I really like your videos. Thanks, man. Have I seen Enemy at the Gates? Yeah, I liked Enemy at the Gates. I thought it was a decent movie, but, you know, it's... With Enemy at the Gates, it was, they did a little bit of the romance, too, but it wasn't as much as, like, with, like, Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was the, just most of the movie was just romance. It's kind of misleading because you think the title of the movie is called Pearl Harbor, but most of the movie is about a romance. It's not even about the attack on Pearl Harbor. And I really hope that they don't mess up the Midway movie. I really hope they don't mess it up, because it's you know, the Battle of Midway is an extremely important historical battle. That is the turning point in the Pacific in World War II. That is like where the Japanese started losing at that point after Midway. Like it didn't go well for them at all after that. So Battle of Midway was extremely important to the Pacific theater in World War II. So I really hope they don't mess up the movie. They also shoved romance in Titanic. Well, they did in Titanic, but Titanic was a little bit different. I'll give Titanic a pass, because Titanic, you know, it was based on the ship, but like the whole theme of the movie was about the romance. That's like what the movie based itself on. So, you know, I don't really like it, but I'll give Titanic a pass on that one. It was fine there. Well, I don't use the Mark II. I don't think I really have a favorite quote. Why do you hate romantic movies? They're just not for me. But, you know, I like historical movies. And historical movies. I like some historical and action movies. Those are the movies that I typically go to see. But you know, I just don't like it when somebody's advertising when they're advertising a historical movie, and then like most of the movie's romance, not even about the historical event. I should get this a little closer. I like the wind farm one. I think it's useful. And the hills are nowhere near as annoying as the hills in the reservoir one. The reservoir facility, that one's the hardest facility to get to. I don't know what people are doing this stuff. Flyers, the guy that was in your CEO attacked me before, just letting you know. Or MC, I should say, but... Hawaii, yes. You told me you lived in Hawaii before, RG. What do you think about the 2012 movie? I think it was, my personal opinion, I think it was stupid. The whole 2012 thing. It just, and you know, I remember when the 2012 thing was happening, like people were freaking out about it. People were saying, oh, the world's gonna end. Okay. I didn't like the 2012 movie. I didn't like it. Oh. And you know, those 2012 theories, they made like no sense. Because the Mayans, it was about the Mayan calendar, and it was, you know, this civilization that was hundreds of years ago, that all of us, that they would know, they would somehow know that the world was going to ending. But with modern technology and everything that we have today, we're not able to figure out when the world ends. But, you know, a civilization from hundreds of years ago somehow knew, because they made a calendar. It just made no sense to me. And also, the Mayans, they were an advanced civilization, you know, in a lot of fields, but they also did some pretty bad things. The Mayans did human sacrificing. You know, they cut out people's hearts. So, the Mayans did that. Every civilization has their bad moments in history, but that was like the Mayans. The Mayans, they collapsed. It was their whole civilization collapsed because they had a bad crop season, and their crops weren't growing, and people just left the civilization. It just collapsed. Have you heard of the movie Top Gun? Yes, that's the movie Tom Cruise played as a pilot in. Well, thank you. Well, I don't know if the Mayans said the world was going to end. The only thing I know about it is that their calendar was supposedly going to end in 2012, or it was... Oh, he is? Okay. Whoever has CK Jones added, please delete him from your friends list. I don't know who's adding him, but he is not he's not friendly. He's just trying to grief in here. If you guys get a request from him, just know he's not a friendly guy. The Mayans never said the world would end. Modern people made it up. I believe it. Yeah, but I believe it that, yeah, people probably misquoted them. Are you gonna see 1917? That's the World War I movie, right? Well, CK Jones can't join because he's stuck in the clouds. You know, that's the one good thing about this lobby. You know, this lobby is glitched, and you know, people might not be able to join in, which is unfortunate. But on the other hand, the griefers can't join either. Oh, medieval people are crazy. Well, there's a lot of bad things that happened in medieval ages. I know what I said. What's kind of ridiculous is, you know, I've seen comments of people like on historical videos, like where they say that they would like to, they think that it'd be cool to live in medieval ages. That's like, I've seen comments like that. No, it would not be cool to live in the medieval ages. That would not be a good period to live in. People just look at the knights and they think, oh, that's cool, but they don't look at all the other bad things that happened in that time period, like all the sicknesses, all the killings, all the wars, all the poverty. It was just terrible, like a terrible time period to live in the medieval ages. And you know, when they had that the bubonic plague, when that spread across Europe, you know, that killed like 1/3 of Europe's population at the time. It was horrible. Like, the disease was all over the place. It was a very scary time. Okay, I think I'm gonna start selling my businesses in here. Probably start doing that here. Yeah, it was the medieval ages had pretty bad the social hierarchy in that time period was really unfair too. The thing about the medieval ages was the nobility and the aristocracy. They controlled everything. Let me invite everyone here to my. And what actually happened was in that time period, if you were born to a peasant family, even if you had like money and you had like talent, you were smart, you could not go to like a university. You were banned from it because of people's bloodline. That's the way people saw it back then. It was if you came from a peasant background, it did not matter how smart you were. It didn't matter how much money you had. If you just came from that peasant background, like people would judge you for it. And the aristocracy, everything was the nobility. They had everything. The nobles were only allowed to go to college. The nobles were only allowed to go to university. It was just peasants weren't even allowed to leave the manors that they would work on. They would work on these big manors, and they would have like all these walls surrounding them, and they would have to like give 75% of their crops away to their lords. It was a very horrible like life. And that's why so many people wanted to be adventurers back then, because they didn't want to be like stuck in like the manor just doing the Lord's work for the rest of their lives. They wanted to actually like explore the world. That's why, people in the medieval ages wanted to be adventurers so much. Well, the thing is, though, is this like belief like stretched all the way up to World War I, even, like with the aristocrats, because like during World War I, a lot of generals that were generals during World War I were not generals because they worked their way up to become generals. They were generals because they were appointed generals because of their aristocratic bloodline. And the way a lot of these monarchies in Europe, the way that they saw it is if somebody was an aristocrat, that they were born to lead. That's how they saw it. That they were like qualified to lead just because they were an aristocrat. And oftentimes you had some pretty terrible generals, really terrible generals because of that. So it wasn't really based on skill and talent. It was based on, who was an aristocrat. After World War I, that kind of changed. World War I was like the last like major conflict where like aristocrats were like in charge. But after that, like all the monarchies started like an empire started declining, and it just we got away from that time period. No problem. I like talking history. History is one of my strongest subjects. Okay. Oh, looks like the lobby unglitzed itself now.
Cops are onto this. Lose them.
Thruster is very useful for this. Do you like Braveheart? It wasn't a bad movie, but I'm not really strong in that part of history. I'm kind of knowledgeable about Oh, did we already deliver here? I think I gotta go to the coast. Oh wait, no, I think I already delivered here. But I know about like the medieval ages and like what people went through, but like all the leaders in that time period don't really know that well. I'm much better in history when it comes to the Enlightenment period and like the French Revolution. I'm really strong in that in World War I. But about like Braveheart, that movie, it wasn't a bad movie, but I read some reviews about it, and I read like people, like historical teachers, were reacting to that movie, and they said that it was pretty historically inaccurate. And the uniforms that the Scottish were wearing in Braveheart was not even accurate of that time period. That's not even what William Wallace's soldiers wore in battle. I like the new Modern Warfare. I mean, I like the campaign. You think they should add an 80s theme DLC? I don't know how they would do that. Could you explain some history about the Wild West? I could probably make some videos on that on Red Dead Online. But you know what I'll say about one thing that I really wanted to do a video on in Red Dead Online was I wanted to do a history on like the Industrial Revolution and like people like Leviticus Cornwall, because Leviticus Cornwall is actually based on a real person, Andrew Carnegie. That's who he's based on. But they're very similar in name. It's Leviticus Cornwall, Andrew Carnegie, Cornwall. They're both rail giants. Both of them owned railroads. They both owned mines. And Leviticus Cornwall is apparently in Red Dead Redemption. Leviticus Cornwall is the richest man in America, apparently in Red Dead Redemption, and Andrew Carnegie was the richest man in America in the same time. So it's clear that Cornwall's based on Carnegie.
You're a biker.
What do you mean, Brandon? But you guys know that town, Ansburg in Red Dead Redemption? You guys know that town? It's in the northeastern part of the map. The town that Cornwall owns. That type of town is basically like a company town. And those towns existed back then, and Ansburg was probably the worst type of place that you could possibly live in. The worst. Van Horn might be even better than Ansburg to live in. The reason that Ansburg is such a bad place to live, in towns like that did exist, and they were built by companies, like large companies built towns like that. So like in that case, it was Cornwall's company that built the town. But basically what happened was the employees would like sign a contract with their company in that time period, and the contract, it would seem like it was generous what they were getting, and they thought that they were getting a lot, but they were actually getting ripped off, because in their contracts it would actually say that they would be getting a free house. It would say that they would be getting free passage, free travel to the town, and that they would be provided for when they get to the town. Okay. Please don't post controversial things in the chat. Please don't do that. Doesn't matter if it's a super chat or not. What I was saying about Cornwall and the towns. So like the employees there, they would sign a thank you, Visa, for the super chat. Thank you, man. They would sign like the contract, and the contract would basically say that you'd get free property, you'd get a free house, you'd be provided for by the company, and people would look at that and they would say, oh, I get a free house if I sign this contract. I work for the company, and people signed that. And you can't really blame people for signing that, because people didn't have a lot back then. Most people didn't have a lot, and they thought that it was a good deal. So what would happen was they would be put on a train, and they would be taken somewhere really far, like many miles, so that so that even if they changed their mind, they would not be able to go back. They would have very little chances of going back. And when they got there, they did get their free house. they did get it, but even the free house that they got was terrible. It was a garbage house, basically what it was. It's just like the houses in Ansburg that they had. Those small little houses that people live, that's the type of free house that the company would give you. Like this small, like a little cramped one-room house. That's what they would get. And they would be, and you want it, and that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that they would not even be paid in money. Like the people that would work there, they wouldn't even be paid in money. They would actually be paid in company dollars, where the company would actually pay them like a fake currency. They would actually pay them a currency that they would create. So like in that case, in Leviticus Cornwall's case, he would actually be paying them in like a currency that he creates, like Cornwall dollars or something like that. And that money was worthless. There was no value in that money whatsoever. And the only place they could actually spend that money on was at a company store, which was located in the same town. And everything was really overpriced. And that's the type of life that people had back then. Tokens, yeah, tokens, that's what I was thinking of. It wasn't company dollars, it was tokens that they were paid in. And it was just really bad. And that's what Ansburg was. That's pretty much what the town of Ansburg is. It's just a town just like that. And I'm surprised Rockstar put that in there. They did their research on that. Because those towns did exist, and they were very bad places to live in. And it's also, you know, in that case, in like Ansburg, people like working in the mine, they're gonna get really sick. Like those people aren't gonna live to really old ages. They're gonna get sick from working in those mines. And you know, Red Dead Redemption doesn't cross this line, but in that time period, you would have kids working in those mines too. So you would have little children working in those mines as well. It wasn't just adults, and there was actually children that were working in those mines. It was really a really bad time to live in. A really bad environment, I should say, also. No, I don't have an Xbox One. So that's what Dutch meant when he said that Cornwall robs people. Yeah, that's pretty much what he meant. But the thing is, Dutch didn't care about it. He didn't care about those people. He was just using that just to justify what he was doing with killing Cornwall there. Well, Brandon, I'm just have a lot of people posting, and I'm also telling a story. Well, thank you, Rayan. Okay, let me sell this. Thank you for the super chat, Miguel. I don't know what that is.
I hope someone recorded that.
This is my bike here. Yeah, CK joins. CK Jones can't join because the lobby's glitched. Well, you know, at least the cloud servers helped with one thing. They stopped the griefers from joining. Terrible servers did one thing good there. Well, I don't know. I've never heard of that channel before. Can't leave your what, MC? Yeah, I heard about that. I'd never seen that channel before, but people have told me about that channel. He has 2 billion legit. I believe it. Yeah. Congratulations to him if he does. Okay. Yeah, that's the... He's not griefing anyone right now, but I know about the things he did. I'll still put a vote to kick on, Okay. Yeah, we're gonna upgrade your setup. Well, what do you mean upgrade my setup? You know, I think I have a pretty good setup here of a chair, my table, you know, my stand with my microphone here.
I take it this isn't purely a social.
The only thing I could really upgrade would be my streaming software. I could stream for a different software, but the thing is though is I don't even want to do that because you know it's PlayStation streaming is just so simple. You just hit 2 buttons and you're done, and you just stream like that, and that's what I liked about PlayStation's. Oh, I gotta hang on. I figured that was gonna happen. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. So it was gonna eventually happen. Yeah. Okay. And of course he left. I bet he did the orbital cannon glitch too. There's people on this game are so toxic. Oh, let me just turn on the lights, guys. Well, the thing is, though, is that I like this game. It's one of my favorite games. But what I will say is that people like that guy, that just did the orbital cannon glitch, like that is like people like that just give the game a bad name. It's just a lot of people. I've read a lot of comments from people where they say that they've stopped playing the game because they just can't take the griefers on it. It's just. And I could totally see that happening. You just join a lobby, you're selling 111 crates, spend 5 to 6 hours collecting those crates, and then some idiot just does the orbital cannon glitch, thinking that it's funny, just destroys all the cargo that took somebody 5 to 6 hours to grind, and that person loses everything, loses 5 to 6 hours of their time, loses all the money they invested in the crates, and then that idiot leaves the session and does not even have to pay. They don't even have to pay for the cannon. Don't even have to wait the cooldown. I'm not really upset. I'm just explaining like why I'm just explaining why like people like that give the game a bad name. There's people like that guy. Can you do a walkthrough of the Max Payne games? Well, you're gonna like this, Riley, because Max Payne 3 is on a list of games that I plan to do a walkthrough of. I am gonna do that game too. And the thing is, for me, is I have I have $962 million. So if I lose cargo, I get my cargo blown up. It's annoying, but it's not that big of a deal because, you know, I have plenty of money. What I feel bad for is I feel bad for the people that don't have a lot, spend a lot of time on these businesses, and then have them destroyed by people like that. Well, actually, when you say that if people find a way to make money off the orbital cannon, Rockstar will remove it. The thing is about that, and this is what's really messed up about Rockstar, and you know, Rockstar, my favorite game company, but this is where they're wrong. The orbital cannon has actually had several glitches before, where people have actually been making millions of dollars from the orbital cannon. So people have actually been making like millions and millions of dollars from it. Like there have been glitches where people have made it, money from it. And what happens is whenever a glitch like that comes out, and I don't even support doing these glitches, I'm a grinder, I like to grind for my money in this game, but whenever a glitch like that comes out, that glitch, the orbital cannon glitch, gets patched so fast when it comes to making money. People are making money from it, Rockstar patches it like that. It's done, patched. But then when it comes to like the orbital cannon being abused by people just doing the glitch where they just leave the session, blow up people's cargo, nope, nothing done about that. If they can patch all those orbital cannon money glitches, then why can't they patch that thing, what just happened there before? Shouldn't be that complicated to patch. And you know, some people have told me that Rockstar can't fix it because it's a server issue, but the thing is about it is, even if it's a server issue, and let's say that theoretically they can't fix it. Let's say they can't. If they can't fix it, that's still their fault. Because they were the ones who decided to add that orbital cannon in the first place. They added that thing in the first place. They added that broken thing in the first place. It's, you know, I don't know, like, they sat down, and like, when they were developing the Doomsday Heist, they sat down at a table, and it's like, oh, yeah, let's add the orbital cannon to the game. That'll be a good idea. I don't know who possibly suggested that, or who thought that, yeah, let's add a cannon that can blow up anyone almost anywhere on the map. Thank you for the lift, Saucer Cats. I'm just gonna take the bike to the next business. YouTube keeps unsubscribing me from your channel. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I've had a few comments like that. I don't know why that happens, but it's fine, Brandon. Don't worry about it. Yes, I'll do a San Andreas walkthrough too. But look, it's like this. If they had somebody like me or like other people, you know, it doesn't even have to be me, but like somebody that like plays GTA Online a decent amount of time, like somebody that's like plays this game like a few days a week, like just knows the game very well. If they just had like a few of those people like play the Doomsday Heist before the heist was released, and they said to them, we're adding this orbital cannon to this game. We want to see if there's like any kind of glitches that people could abuse. We want you guys to try to play with the orbital cannon and try to abuse it. And I guarantee you, just a few minutes of playing, people would have been able to figure out that there's a glitch where people, you know, they can leave and they can do it again and again. But you know, I don't know how they could have possibly missed that there's a glitch like that, and not seen it earlier. Or maybe they saw it and they just didn't care. Maybe that's entirely a possibility as well. But you know, other games, you know, for the people that tell me it's not Rockstar's fault because, you know, they can't fix the orbital cannon, it's a server issue, there have been games where things are broken in them, and when a developer cannot figure out how to fix something in other games, you know what they do? They remove it from the game until they figure out how to fix it, and then they add it back to the game when it's fixed. That's what other developers have done. I mean, if you look at Star Wars Battlefront 2, you know, EA, I hate to say this, have better service than Rockstar on this issue, because in Star Wars Battlefront 2, Emperor Palpatine was extremely overpowered. He would just kill everybody. There was like no stopping him. Like when somebody played as Palpatine, they were like pretty much unstoppable. Like you just couldn't kill him. And what happened was, exactly, you're getting my point there, Extreme. They removed Emperor Palpatine from the game. They didn't delete him, they just removed him temporarily until they figure out how to fix him. So they removed him so that people would not be getting griefed by Emperor Palpatine, and then they added him back when he was fixed. That's how they did it. That's what Rockstar should do with the orbital cannon. You can't fix it, remove it from the game until you fix it. Simple as that. But, you know, they're not going to do that. They'd rather keep the orbital cannon broken in the game, and they don't want to admit that they messed up. They don't want to admit that. Because, you know, removing the orbital cannon, after this, you know, this has been, what, almost 2 years now at this point. Removing it will basically be admitting that they messed up. And I don't think Rockstar wants to do that. Yeah, I know. Emperor Palpatine was broken. I remember it. I would join a match and he would just kill everybody. I remembered when it happened too. But, you know, they did a good job by removing him. You know, I don't want Emperor Palpatine deleted from the game. He's a cool character to play as, but he was broken. He was broken at that time, and that was a good job on their part for removing him until he was fixed. I don't know why, like, Rockstar can't do stuff like that. If there's an annoying glitch, remove it until it's fixed. Like, do the same thing with the Titan. If you can't fix a Titan, you can't fix a Titan glitch with the, you know, CEO crates and remove the mission. You know, I wouldn't mind doing the tugboat. I wouldn't mind doing the trucks. I would be happy to get rid of the Titan mission. When are you gonna do a mega sale again? Probably when it's like a good double money event. Okay, okay, Saucer wants to drive it then. Oh, great. Look at this. See? This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. You see how ridiculous this is? Look at this. You know, I'm just talking about glitches. I'm literally just talking about glitches, how broken this game can be at times. And then this nonsense happens. This is actually a pretty rare glitch that happens. And this glitch, basically...
After all that effort, we end up with Jack? Excuse me, but I smashed this terminal.
This is a rare glitch that can happen, but it happens from time. I've seen this happen before, where it always happens at this business, the weed business. And what happens is, the second the pounder truck spawns, the truck just gets destroyed. You lose all the cargo. Like, we didn't even touch the truck. Like, you saw that. Like, you just skip back like a minute before and just watch it again if you guys didn't see it. We didn't even touch the truck. Gone like that. So like when like people told me, like people commented on my video like a week ago about like the glitches that aren't fixed in the game, and like some people told me, oh, you need to stop complaining, the game isn't that glitchy. Well, like what is this? What is this? I say that to those people. Like, what is that right there? What is that? Like, it's like I have a right to criticize stuff like this. If they're not gonna patch stuff like this, I have a right to call them out for it. So this is nonsense. And look, for me, it's not that big of a deal for me because, you know, I got $962.5 million. But somebody doesn't have a lot of money, and that's their business that they want to sell, that's going to affect them a lot, you know. It's kind of ironic how just when I was talking about how glitches in this game, that glitch happens. It took me weeks to fill 5 large warehouses. Well, thank you, Alvinor. Yeah, it can take a lot of time, especially if you're doing it solo. I wish you could pick the sell mission. I would like that. Okay, I got this business to sell here, and then I'm gonna see. I have other businesses. I have backup businesses in case that stuff gets destroyed. But man, that's just stupid. There, what just happened with that business? That was dumb. I love how efficiently you talk. Really easy to listen to. Thank you, man. I love GTA, but yeah, you're right. These glitches are dumb. Yeah, and that's the thing is when I call out the glitches, people have accused me of hating on the game because I call out the glitches. So it's how this is one of my favorite games. If this wasn't one of my favorite games, I wouldn't play it so much. But you know, it upsets me personally. Like when one of my favorite games is this broken, it upsets me. It's like who wouldn't it upset? And then there's also another group of people that say I suck up to Rockstar, which I don't even know how they accuse me of sucking up to Rockstar when I literally just criticize Rockstar so much. I don't know. I don't know. Like people have accused me of hating on this game, and then other people have accused me of sucking up to Rockstar. So I don't know which is it, and I'm not even doing either. Criticism is different from complaining. You're 100% right on that, Gun. 100% right. But you know, that's the thing is people don't really understand that. In their eyes, it's complaining. It's not. It's their boat. Okay, at least we got an easy mission. But you know, it's not just trolling because I've seen those comments for years. Like you know, yeah, it's just. And I'll tell you why they accuse people of complaining because what happens is, those people that accuse other people of complaining, they are the ones that are abusing these like glitches. They are the ones that are abusing like these broken, overpowered things in the game, like the orbital cannon glitch. They do the orbital cannon glitch a lot, and then when they see somebody like me like make a video talking about it, they feel like they feel insulted by that, and they try to defend their position. They try to defend that it's fine to do, and they accuse people like me of complaining. They get offended that somebody's criticizing how they play, and their first resort is to just accuse people of complaining. It's just. But yeah, the main you were right, Gunn, and the main difference between like the main difference between complaining and criticism is that complaining focuses on the individual and their personal problems, while criticism focuses on like criticism focuses on an issue, like a bigger issue, and explains why that problem is wrong. Rockstar made your channel shut up. That's a horrible point to make. You know, I did largely GTA videos on this channel, and they've been popular. But you know, people like my channel, and also people like when I talk about this stuff. People like when I call this stuff out. And there's a lot of people that don't talk about this. And look, what about Fallout and Skyrim, like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, like YouTubers? Like what? You don't think that they have a right to criticize Fallout 76 because what? They make videos on Bethesda games? Come on, really? Okay. Okay. Okay, here we go. My favorite bad guy? What, in like a movie or a game? I don't know if you would really consider him a bad guy. I consider him more of an anti-hero, but Boba Fett in Star Wars is probably my favorite character that fits that description. No, I never played No Man's Sky. Pearl, you are one of my favorite GTA streamers. Thank you, Taka. Did you message me on PSN also? Because I wanted to send you something cool I think you would like. Can you stop playing GTA 5? Well, I'm open to playing other games. What game do you want me to play? And I'm not going to stop playing GTA 5. I'm still going to play GTA 5. But there's like another game you want me to play also. I could possibly look into it. The same Fallout? What? More in Europe? Oh man, that's horrible. But you want to know something is, when I first saw that Fallout First thing, like I heard about it, I thought that it was, I thought that the game was free to play for some reason. Like, I thought that because, like, games that usually do passes like that are, like, free to play. But then when I found out that the game wasn't free to play, they were still trying to charge full price for the game, and then charging $100 for a pass, I freaked out. I don't think that Bethesda can really do anything to heal Fallout 76 at this point. You know what? You know what they should do if they actually do want to save any reputation that they have for the game. What they should do: get rid of that stupid pass, get rid of it, refund everybody who purchased it, and make the game free to play. Make it free to play. Keep the Atom Shop in. Keep the Atom Shop, but just get rid of the pass and make the game free to play. And that's what if they did that, that would be a much better direction than what they're doing with this stupid pass, $100 a year. Disgusting. That's more. That's $100 a year. You know, literally, I pay less for PlayStation Plus for a year. I'm deciding right now what I'm gonna do, Box, because I'm gonna finish Modern Warfare, but I was thinking about just making it into one big video, like the whole Modern Warfare campaign. I was thinking about, like, you know, doing it like the Modern Warfare one like video that's like 4 hours long, like me playing through the whole campaign from start to finish. Thinking about putting that out. You should play Max Payne 3. I played a lot of Max Payne 3. I liked Max Payne 3. It was a lot of fun. But you know something? Max Payne 3 had a great single player. It was a very fun single player. But the multiplayer I didn't like. I thought the multiplayer was awful in Max Payne 3. It's like, if you like the multiplayer, if you're watching this video, that's fine. That's your opinion. But me personally, I just did not like the multiplayer in Max Payne 3. I thought it was bad. I just was not a fan of it. Thank you, Bob, for the super chat. Well, no, I mean, look, people have been asking for a Fallout Online game for years, Scientist, and, you know, Bethesda messed it up, how they did it. You know, they should have just taken another year to work on the project. They shouldn't have released it last year. Should have just taken another year to work on the project and added NPCs to the game, added dialogue, because that's what they're doing right now. They're planning on adding NPCs to the game. They're planning on adding dialogue to the game, factions, quests. That stuff should have been in the game from day one. Like, adding a whole world with no NPCs whatsoever. Like, that's just like, even GTA Online, you know, you don't really have that much interaction, but you have NPCs in this game. Plenty of that you can interact with. So, like, they should have just fixed the glitches, like, you know, had the NPCs in it. It's not, it's not Fallout Online that they really messed up. That's not the thing that I would say. It's just the way that they implemented the game was a total disaster. It's like, people on PC have done mods on, like, Skyrim, where they do Skyrim Online. Like, and that worked fine. That was fun. People like playing that. So, like, you know, I wouldn't say that it's really a Fallout Online that's the problem. It's just that the way that Bethesda, like, implemented it was just a disaster. Okay, Taka. Oh, thank you, Fernando. I played the old Hitman games. Like, I played Blood Money in those games. I played those games. I had some fun with those games. Oh, great. Look. Now I have another glitch in this. So, like, another glitch on this stream. Look at this. Look at this right now. Let's see. Is my warehouse? Is it? Yup, it is. Look. I have it marked as South American imports. Look at this, guys. Look right here. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. Like, this is another glitch that's annoying in the game. Look, this is a common glitch that happens when South American imports doesn't produce. And, you know, I could have probably had up to $700,000, closer to that, if South American imports would have been producing. Basically, to fix this glitch, what you need to do is just go to your technician, assign them to another one, and then reassign them back to it. Okay, hang on. Organic produce. Here it is. And the thing is, for some people, it doesn't even fix it. Like, I've heard stories about people having to sell their nightclub, like, actually get rid of it, actually have to get another nightclub, because their nightclub's just glitched out so bad. So, like, these are the problems that I talk about on my channel, like, this type of stuff. This should not be happening. And this glitch is over a year old, and it's still not fixed. Do you still play Battlefront 2? I do.
Okay.
Okay. We sell this here. Go to North Chumash show. Are you Polish? Yes, I'm a Polish American. Well, thank you for the push, Saucer Cats. If you had $1 for every time you got griefed, how much money would you have? I'd probably be at $1 billion by now. Okay, I see it. Take care, man. And CK Jones is a griefer, trying to join in just to grief. Is this PC or PS4? This is PS4.
I'm guessing you don't want a back rub. How can I help?
If you guys are enjoying my my stream, drop a like on it. If you guys are enjoying it, can you post another honest discussion video if IGN was right? Well, I'm gonna make a video about that. I'm probably not gonna turn into an honest discussion, but I'm probably just gonna talk about my thoughts from it because, like, you know, I don't want to sound kind of arrogant here, but IGN was wrong because I played that level that they were complaining about. I didn't really see what was the whole controversy, the problem in that level. Like, it was different. It was like, you know, terrorists hiding within civilians, you know, terrorists pretending to be civilians, which is, you know, something different, but, you know, I don't know why they were getting all upset over it. What is a Titan sell mission glitch? It's a glitch where you cannot sell the Titan. You cannot sell when you're selling crates from your crate warehouse, where when you hit one of the drops, it glitches out. and you can't sell it. And you hear the noise, but you can't make the drops, and the mission's completely ruined. The only way to fix it will be to close your application. And even if you do that, if you're selling like a large shipment, you're still going to lose 3 crates. Oh, thank you, Air Force. What is the most paying business in the game? My best, I think it will be,
Come on now.
at a ratio, probably the crates, but would be the best paying, but people aren't going to do crates a lot. They prefer doing other businesses because crates requires a lot of work. But I'm probably going to do a video comparing all the payments on all the businesses in the
I can do it briefly.
future.
Hey, I've got...
This mission sucks. Not ignoring anyone, there's just a lot of people that are posting.
All right, I've been...
Oh, I'm sorry, Saucer Cats. Okay. Oh, this mission's terrible. Oh, this is... Balance this thing. Oh, man, this is... Who thought of this cell mission? Oh. Ooh. I've never lost it in the water, but I almost did once. Can you actually get this mission with the pounder truck? Does anybody know? I've never gotten it with the pounder truck. I know, Mesa. He told me about that.
Okay.
Okay, we hit the goal. 963 million. I guess I'm going to be wrapping up the stream here. I'll still stick around for a few minutes to answer any questions people might have. If you guys enjoyed the stream, don't drop a like. If you guys enjoyed the stream, I would really appreciate that. You don't think you can get it with a pounder? Huh. Well, that was Peyton because that was before I had like the filter on my chat, and I did not really monitor the chat that much, and people put some, you know, bad things in the chat. I deleted their comments, but you know, I didn't want that showing up on the live stream chat because people would spam the chat with like really bad things back in the day. And that was before I realized that you could turn on a filter on the YouTube comments. I didn't know about that. Is the nightclub worth it? The nightclub is worth it, but make sure you get it last. Love the streams, Pro. You're amazing. Thank you, man. Okay. Okay. How do you get your face tattoos? It was a Halloween paint. Okay. What is the best plane to buy? The Rogue. Well, I shouldn't say best plane. I don't think there really is one. I mean, Rogue's probably the best beginner, cheap beginner plane. Molotov's the best one for landing, getting around the map. Is the new Modern Warfare worth it? I like it. How do you get that mask? The mask store at the beach. Should I upgrade nightclub or a bunker? Bunker. Love this stream. You're awesome. Thanks, man. Okay. Do you recommend switching from crate warehouses to vehicle warehouse if I'm solo? Yes, vehicle warehouse is very solo friendly. Okay. It's almost my birthday. Well, happy early birthday then, Rook. I always enjoy these streams. Thank you, man. What's the worst mission in GTA? I'm considering making a video on that one day. Top 10 worst missions in GTA games. That's something I want to do one day, if I get around to it. But thank you guys for, I guess I'm gonna go here. Thank you guys for watching. Did you look at my Red Dead guide, Marinello? Because I made that. I hope that helps you out. But I guess I'm gonna be going here, guys. And again, if you guys enjoyed the stream, drop a like. And thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.